Hi, it's Amy from Property Investments UK. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the best locations for social property investment type projects. So, if you're thinking of setting up a social property investment type project, you'll be interested to know which type of areas are the demand for these types of projects to be set up. Now, anybody that knows me knows I'm a huge fan of Manchester, and that's not just because I was born here. It's also a fantastic place to invest if you're a property investor too. And we've had some amazing capital growth in areas around Greater Manchester over the last few years, and the city has had benefited from some huge amounts of investment, and there's a great vibe and lots of buoyancy with Manchester and Greater Manchester, and even the surrounding areas coming a little bit away from there too. So what are the best areas for local housing allowance type tenants, or those who are homeless or vulnerable, or anybody that would fit a social property investment type project? I always use one key rule when looking for an area to set one of these types of projects up. And what I do is I go and have a look for local job centres. So job centres are going to be placed in an area where the local demand is. And if you have a look on the Department of Work and Pensions websites, you can find out the location of the job centres, and you can draw a circle around that on the map and see what type of properties are going to be available within that region. Once you've linked in with a job centre, and you can see that potentially this is the type of area where people are claiming welfare benefits and they're receiving services which they are going to be requiring, you can then start to make a little bit more investigation into that area and see if it's really going to fit the needs of your project. So we've talked about this in previous videos, but connect with partner agencies, with charities, non-profits, housing associations, and see what the need is, see what the demand is, see if you can offer value, and see if you can help. And you'll generally find that there is a big demand and big need for all types of affordable housing projects across the UK, wherever it is. So it's not too hard to find a location. One of the biggest things you need to do is make sure that the figures and the money stack up behind that deal too. Okay, to give you some great ideas to go and have a look at research in terms of areas you could set social property investment projects up in, we've had some great success with landlords who have worked across the UK, but in particular, as I say, we've been working in Greater Manchester and the North West. We've had some great success with projects in places like Oldham, Rochdale, Middleton, Salford. And we also, going a little bit further afield, we're working with people in Liverpool and further afield, Leeds, Huddersfield. So there are lots of kind of northern towns where the figures stack up and the need is there, which is exactly what you want when you're thinking about potentially setting one of these projects up. So if you'd like more information or guidance on the type of areas that you could invest in for not just social property investments, but any type of investments, please come along to www.propertyinvestmentsuk.co.uk, and we share lots of information on there through our videos and blogs, and hopefully that will help you to make a really informed decision of where you're going to invest next. So thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching this video. If you like this content and you'd like to join our free online property training course, we've got a link for it on this page. And in there we cover a range of different property strategies to help you get started, either building a long-term property portfolio or creating cash flowing property business. We also look at ways to increase your return on investment with any of the property you're maybe considering. And we also have a couple of cheat sheets and downloadable documents in there as well. Simply click on the link to join the free training course today.